Welcome, followers of my channel, Things My Dad Didn't Teach Me. As many of you already know, I didn't grow up with my father in my life, so I had to seek out positive figures to emulate. I had to find people that wanted to pour into me, and luckily, I found a village. Now, as a husband and a father, I want to pour into others, moms, dads, and kids alike. So when there is knowledge to be transferred, a how-to video to be shared, an inspirational story to be told, or any positive thing to improve your lifestyle, it is my mission to pour into you. Now, with that said, thank you for returning to TMDDTM, Things My Dad Didn't Teach Me, for part 4 of the Captain Owens story, Living Legend, titled, How to Get Your Kid into Flying. If you haven't seen part 1, 2, or 3, How Plantation Life Prepared Me for Flying, Air Force over Army, or Learn to Fly from a Living Legend, I highly recommend them. God bless.
Well, I actually just got married. She's been my friend for 12 years, and we got married in December. She's my best friend. She has my total help and pursuit and involved in what I am, and her best interest and my best interest is her number one goal. I got a wife now that supports me and believes in what I'm doing and want me to be the best. And have the utmost respect for your fellow man and women, especially. I think we don't lost sight of that. Men, very few men nowadays open the door for their wives. Find few men that respect their wives and believe that you have the best friend, the best guide, the best morale booster that you ever wanted to have, and you just letting it go by the wayside. You're not respecting it. We need to respect our women. We need to respect our women for what they accomplish.
Who are the 3 people in aviation history you admire most and why?
I don't admire his political views, but as a pilot, Charles Linder.
Okay.
I think it's extraordinary for a man to fly back in the 1920s, less than 100 knots, all the way across the ocean that's inherently unstable, don't want to fly correctly, without sleep, all the way across the ocean is extraordinary feat to me because I know what it takes to fly from here to Tucson. And he did it for 3,000 miles, 33 and a half hours.
Who's the second person in aviation history?
Benjamin O. Davis Jr. Benjamin O. Davis Jr. was the commander of the Tuskegee Airmen, and he was the first black graduate of the West Point in the 20th century. And he went there for 4 years, and no one even gave him a social word. For 4 years, he was shunned. Nobody talked to him. Did he quit? Did he walk away? No, he stayed, and history has a way of picking the right man for the right task. Tuskegee Airmen was what they were because of the man that was leading them, and that was Benjamin O. Davis. And that started with him at West Point for 4 years, going, I'm not going to be cast out of this school because people won't talk to me. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm not going to say, woe with me. I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to study hard. I'm going to get through the school. And God got him through these schools and made him the leader of the Tuskegee Airmen, which became one of the greater fighter pilots in the United States Air Force. Bessie Coleman. Bessie Coleman was from Waxahachie, Texas. She went to a one-room school in Waxahachie. Then she moved to Chicago, Illinois, worked for the Black Shots barber shop. She was a manicurist, and she wanted to learn how to fly, so she saved her money. But no school in America would teach her. So she had to go to France, not speaking French. So she had to go to France, learn French, come back and make some more money so she could pay for the flight lessons, go back to France, then learn to fly an airplane. So she was the first licensed pilot, African American, man or woman, in the world. So that's a significant feat.
What is your favorite plane and why?
My favorite plane is a P51 Mustang, is because the Tuskegee Airmen flew it, and it's still today. I was just watching a documentary yesterday. It is still voted the plane of the century. It's a piston prop made by North American, and it was used in World War II to escort bombers all the way. So it was the first long-range fighter that saved the B-17 bombers, the B-25s, the B-24s, and when they were bombing Europe. So my favorite plane is the P-51 Mustang D model.
We're going to try to help raise some money for your foundation and make people aware about this career path in aviation.
The goal of the M Owens Foundation is to give minority kids the opportunity to become aviators, learn about aviation, learn the aviation history, and ultimately to become a pilot and move on to fill the seats of new 21st century jets that's flying, which is basically a big video game, and they're the best at it. That's what the M Owens Foundation is all about, to show them that their dreams can be met. If 5,000 people donated $50, we could do so much for these young people. We can get them into Southern Illinois University's aviation program. We can get them into the Embry-Riddle program. We can get them into the Park program. We can get them into these aviation schools, high schools that teaching aviation to these students. But a lot of people think that's a lot of money. How much is an investment in yourself? Yeah, all you have to do is go on the internet, dial up the LeeOwensFoundation.org, make a donation right on the website. I'm a member of the Gateway Eagles out of St. Louis chapter of the Black Pilots Association. We have ACES camp all over the United States. We have one in Dallas every summer. State, there's a Black Pilots Association. All you have to do is get in contact with the Black Pilots Association. We set up the ACES program, and we set up mentors where they can come out to the airport, get to meet pilots, sit in airplanes, fly the simulator, get a feel for aviation. So that's in every state, all 50. And we meet, the Black Pilots Association meet every May in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We have a week of Black pilots flying in the United States. And you can call any of the presidents of the Black Pilots Association in your state, and they will answer the phone, and they will help you, invite you out to the airport, and give you a mentor. You can tell them that you heard it from me, and I guarantee you get a response. The feeling you get when the airplane leaves the ground, especially if you at the controls, not someone else at the controls. But people get invigorated just from taking off in a passenger airplane. But just think if you were doing it yourself. Think about the joy that you can feel from just flying it yourself.
I can tell you personally, as someone who's probably flown anywhere from 500,000 to 750,000 miles in my life with what I do, it's still something I completely enjoy. I love flying.
It's unbelievable.
I love flying.
Yeah, a plane, something this big, getting up off the ground and actually going, and it's defying the laws of gravity. It's staying up. I want to become, before I'm put out to pasture, the oldest African American to fly around the world. There's been one before me. He was the youngest African American that flew around the world. Now I want to be the oldest African American to fly around the world in a P51 Mustang. And it is possible. It can be done. But we just need a little help, some donations to get the right plane flown by the right pilot. We can easily do this. And I think that would be the crown and token caveat that I can give to any young person saying, I just flew around the world. Now you can fly from here to anywhere you want to go.
Beautiful. How much money will we have to raise in order to make that happen?
500,000.
500,000. You can go around the world.
Around the world.
In a P51
Mustang.
All right. We'll see if our viewers can help make this happen.
Well, I certainly thank you for the opportunity to pass my passion, my love for aviation, and my values, and what they are, and what I believe in, and my devotion to God, and in being the kind of man that my parents would be proud of. And I want to thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine.
I hope you enjoyed the 4-part series on Captain Lee Monroe Owens. He's a living legend, a man among men, a role model of the highest order, and a man I now call friend. Thank you for taking the time to hear his life story. Hopefully this 4-part series will inspire an entirely new, young generation of aviation seekers. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, TMDDTM, like the video, and share with your friends and family. God bless.